So I finally, after making videos of Mortal Kombat, the movie, I finally have seen it. I know it has been a long time. I should have probably did a review. I should have did, yeah, I should watch the movie and did a review a long time ago. But I've been busy, so you know what I'm saying, whatever. But I seen it, and honestly, throughout its time being out, I have seen bits and pieces of it. You know what I'm saying? Uh, I've seen bits and pieces of it, and I finally decided to just let me watch this movie, man. I was like, let me see this movie in its entirety, so I can stop judging it off all these pieces that I've heard and what other people have said. I need to just see it myself. So I finally rented it, watched it, and I knew what the good parts were because I watched the good parts, whatever. And finally put the whole movie together, and I was like, man, overall, I want to give it like a 6.5 out of 10. You know what I'm saying? 6.5 out of 10. I was on the phone with my brother that same night, and he was like, man, I was on the phone with my brother and my nephew, and they both they both said the movie sucked. And that's not my opinion. My opinion is it didn't suck, right? Because for me personally, if a movie sucks, that means I won't finish it. Like if it sucks, it's terrible. You know what I'm saying? I put those words in the same category. Like if it sucks, I'm not gonna make it through the whole movie. And I didn't have that feeling watching this movie. That's my cat. I didn't have that feeling watching this movie. I didn't think it sucked so bad that I wanted to turn it off. I didn't. It didn't suck so bad that I wanted to turn it off. I mean, it kept my interest the whole movie. It kept my interest the whole movie. So for that, out of that 6.5, I probably give just it keep my interest like I could give that like a 4 itself. You know what I'm saying? Because there's been a lot of movies that were that are acclaimed movies, and I'm like, I can't make it through this. It just is terrible. It sucks. But one of the things that I'll say about the movie is it was rushed, man. It felt like it was rushed, and I think I've heard other people say that too in like various comments on YouTube and Facebook. But I felt like that's my opinion. I feel like it was rushed. I feel like you know I feel like it had good parts. Stop the video. I'm back. Where was I at? You know what I'm saying? Talking about Mortal Kombat. So, I felt like it had good parts. I felt like it had good parts. Me and my brother agreed. We were both talking about what could have made that movie just incredible. And we were talking, and then we just were like, man, that first 15 or 20 minutes, that was like some of the best. That was honestly like the best part of the movie in a way. And we were like, if that first 15 could have stretched to be the whole, you know what I'm saying? If that was like the whole movie, but more specifically, like if they just started like they did, and then had the movie go throughout, the centuries and all that, and then they finally, it shows them battling through other centuries, and the background, the background could have been the Mortal Kombat tournament while they were fighting. You know what I'm saying? I was just in my head. I was playing it today. Like they could have been, say. Sub-Zero and Scorpion are fighting in what I'm saying, a very climactic battle, and then the scene clips over to like Goro walking out into the stadium, about to fight some challenger, because he is a champion. He is what the story says. He's been a champion for the last 9, what I'm saying, tournaments. So it's like that could have been really dope to see, and I I'd probably say that's a knock against that movie too. It's out, so these are spoilers. But Goro dies, and that really just they did my boy so dirty, man. They did him so dirty. And I know a lot of people were so mad about the new guy. The character that was added that's not from the lore, Cole something. I mean, I was just like, I don't think Cole. I don't think he broke the movie. I don't think he made the movie. I know what I went to the movie to see. I mean, I know why I rented the movie. I rented the movie because I wanted to see Sub-Zero, Scorpion, Liu Kang, Raiden. You know what I mean? So I got what I wanted. You know what I'm saying? But Raiden wasn't as Liu Kang was dope though. Liu Kang, you know what I'm saying? I know a lot of people feel a certain way about Liu Kang, uh, mixed bag, but I thought he was dope though. You know what I'm saying? He looked the part and he acted the part. Um, they just need to give him more work with. You know what I'm saying? And what else? I thought really the biggest thing, man, the biggest thing about that movie to me that was just like, the con of the movie was just that it felt rushed. You know what I'm saying? That was the only thing about the movie. I mean, that's my biggest knock. Not the only thing, but that's my biggest knock. I felt like the movie was rushed, and and then when I did some research, because that's what I do sometimes when I'm really interested in something, I do some research and try to figure out what it's about. With movies, it's the same thing. I try to figure out who's acting in it, what's the director, what's he from, blah blah blah. So the director has a background of doing well before this movie. He had a background of just doing strictly commercials, and so I was like, okay, that doesn't mean it's gonna be a bad movie. I think that was probably a red sign for some people, but I was like, okay, well, he has experience behind the camera because he makes commercials, so I wasn't worried about it, and but he did say when I was reading some articles about it and reading from the director's mouth and other, and I think the guy who played Liu Kang, they both basically were saying we had no time to mess around because the movie we had to be really quick because we were on a very strict time crunch, and so that's I see it felt like that because I would see certain scenes and I'd be like, man, if they could have just transitioned it into that scene a little more smoothly, man, the movie would have been a whole lot better, man. It was just pacing, you know what I'm saying? And I don't even want to I'll just say like there was a lot of things working against the movie in a way, and a lot of things that were in its favor. I mean, it's Mortal Kombat, so people are gonna go see it. So that's obviously what it had going for it. But another thing that that was against it was that a semi decent Mortal Kombat movie hasn't came out since 1995, and that's the first one. I'm not gonna talk about Annihilation because whatever. we won't talk about that. But that first one came out in 1995, and this one came out 2020, early 2021. I mean this year. So it's like it had so much anticipation. There was so much anticipation for it, and people were so excited, and it had so much on it. Whereas people were like, man, this movie ain't it. You know what I'm saying? I heard some people saying that, and I heard some people saying that was great. You know what I'm saying? And for me, I give it a 6.5. You know what I'm saying? That's I gave it a 6.5. Um, I'm not. I'm not. I felt like the original was better. But at the same time, I only think it's better. I only think it's better because it had better pacing. That's all. That's my biggest complaint about this new movie. I just felt like the pacing was off, man. If they would have just had more time, and they will with this next one because best believe they're coming out with the next one. If there was any, I mean, they're coming out with another one because the first one did well. That's one thing that needs to be said. That movie did well, and they're gonna get a sequel. They're probably gonna get a trilogy. You know what I'm saying? As they should, because people liked it. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of an individual critique, people liked it. Money speaks, and but the pacing. That's all. That was my biggest thing. The pacing was off, and I just feel like if they had more time, which they will with this sequel, it can end up being like. I mean, the sequel could. I'm anticipating that the sequel is just going to be better because it has better pacing. You know what I mean? Like that's not like setting the bar low. It's just like because if you get better pacing, fill out the story, see where characters need to go. Twist and turn. You know what I'm saying? You can think of more twists and turns. You know what I'm saying? Just being patient with the story, having the ability, to be patient with the story because you're better funded. The second one should be better funded. But yeah, man, it was a 6.5. It wasn't, I don't think it was better than the original. The only thing I think about the only thing that the original had on it, because I think a lot of people get stuck in nostalgia. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying, and that's what I'm taking off the nostalgia lenses for this. Mortal Kombat, the original was not a great movie by any stretch of the imagination, but it did what it was supposed to do. Like this one did what it's supposed to do. But it was better. It was better because it had better pacing. You know what I'm saying? Obviously not the graphics, you know what I mean? But, yeah. So that's my review. I gave it a 6.5 out of 10. You know what I'm saying? And I was overall disappointed though. 6.5 is a very low number out of 10, you know what I'm saying, for me when I'm grading. You know what I'm saying? But it didn't suck. It didn't suck. It kept my attention and it kept a lot of other people's attention. And, the real fans are gonna get rewarded. You know what I'm saying? I consider myself a real fan, meaning I'm gonna stick around and see what they got in store for the sequel because the sequel can be much better. It has to be much better. You know what I'm saying? Because the fans coming out for that first one was good faith. Now the second one has to be incredible. You know what I'm saying? I'll just leave it at that. Y'all have a good day.